Hello, this is Aditya Mahajan, and today I will be starting a new tutorial series on architecting on AWS. It covers the fundamentals of building IT infrastructure on AWS. The playlist is designed to teach solutions architect on how to optimize the use of AWS cloud by understanding AWS services and how these services fit into cloud-based solutions. Because architectural solutions may differ depending on industry, type of application, and the size of business, the playlist emphasizes AWS Cloud's best practices and recommended design patterns to help think through the process of architecting optimal IT solutions on AWS. It also presents case studies throughout the playlist that showcases how some AWS customers have designed their infrastructure and their strategies and services they have implemented. As I personally believe in practical based learning, I will not go into details of every service. I will be introducing the service and we will be looking at the implementation of its use case. If you need to dive deeper into a particular service, I will provide some links which you can refer in the description. In our first video, we will start with a very basic use case of hosting a static website on AWS. Before that, let us understand what static websites are. Static websites have fixed content with no backend processing. They can contain HTML pages, images, style sheets, and all files required to render the website. But there is no server-side scripting or database. If desired, the web page can provide interactivity and run program logic by using JavaScript, which runs within the user's web browser. You can easily host a static website with Amazon Simple Storage Service, that is Amazon S3, by uploading the desired content and making it publicly accessible. No servers are required, and you can use Amazon S3 to store and retrieve any amount of data at any time from anywhere on the web. For this video, we will be dividing the work in 4 tasks. Task 1, creating a bucket in Amazon S3. Task 2, uploading content to your bucket. Task 3, enabling access to the objects. And Task 4, updating the website. In AWS Management Console, click on the Services menu. Then click on S3. Note, if you see switch to the new console on top of the page, just click on it. Now click on Create Bucket. An Amazon S3 bucket name is globally unique and the namespace is shared by all AWS accounts. This means that after a bucket is created, the name of the bucket cannot be used by another AWS account in any AWS region until the bucket is deleted. For now, let's just name the bucket as website-a random number. In the next section, named as bucket setting for block public access, you will notice that public access to the buckets is blocked by default. The files in your static website will need to be publicly accessible, so you will need to permit access. Deselect block all public access, select I acknowledge and click on Create Bucket. Now we will configure the bucket for static website hosting. Click the Properties tab, click Static Website Hosting and click on the endpoint link. You will receive a 404 not found error because the website has not been configured yet. Keep this tab open in your web browser so that you can return to it later. Now, return to web browser tab with the Amazon S3 Management Console, but do not close the website tab. Click on Use this bucket to host a website. For the index document, enter index.html. You will need to enter this even though it is already displayed. Click on the Save. Now your bucket has been configured to host a static website. In Amazon S3 Management Console, click on the Overview tab. To upload files, click on Upload and click on Add Files. For now, I will be using a simple Bootstrap homepage. Navigate to the selected files. For now, we will not be changing any properties in here, so just keep on clicking Next. And finally, click on Upload. You will see a progress bar at the bottom. Once the files are uploaded, you will see all the files. Your files are uploaded to the bucket now. Enabling access to the objects. Objects stored in Amazon S3 are private by default. This ensures that your organization's data remains secure. In this task, you make the uploaded objects publicly accessible. First, confirm that they are currently private. Return to the web browser tab, which showed 404 earlier, and now refresh the page. Note, if you accidentally close the tab, go to Properties tab, click on Static Web Hosting and click on Endpoint again. You should now see a forbidden message. This is good because it indicates that your static website is being hosted by Amazon S3, but the content is private. There are several ways to make Amazon S3 objects public. You can use a bucket policy to make an entire bucket or just a directory within a bucket public. You can use access control list (ACL) to make individual bucket objects public. It is normally safer to make individual objects public because this avoids other objects being accidentally made public. However, if you know that entire bucket contains no sensitive information, you can use a bucket policy. You will now configure the individual objects in the bucket to be publicly accessible. In Amazon S3 console, select all the objects that you have uploaded. From Actions menu, click on Make Public. You will see list of all the objects that you have uploaded. Click on Make Public. Now your static website is publicly accessible. Return to the web browser tab, showing error earlier, and now refresh the page. You should now see the static website being hosted on Amazon S3. For our final task, what we need to do is we need to update our website. You can make changes to the website by editing the HTML file and uploading it again to the Amazon S3 bucket. As we know, it is an object storage service, so you need to upload the whole file. This will replace the existing object in your bucket. It is not possible to edit the contents of an object. You must replace the complete object. On your computer, open the index.html file in any of your preferred text editor. Change a few things in a file so that we actually know the website has been updated. Save the file and return to Amazon S3 Management Console. Before uploading the file, I will delete the initial file and show you another way to make files public. Select the index.html file while uploading and click on Next, and you will see Grant Access to Public, and you can directly click on here and make the object public. Return to the web browser tab with the static website and refresh the page. You should see the updated changes. Your static website is now accessible on the internet. Because it is hosted on Amazon S3, it has extremely high availability and can serve high volumes of traffic without requiring any servers. You can also use your own domain name to direct users to a static website. This involves the use of Amazon Route 53 DNS service, which will be covered in later part of the tutorial. I have tried to include all the things required for static hosting. But if you think something should be added or you are facing some issue, then drop a comment below. That's all for this video, guys. If you enjoyed this video and you learned something new, hit that like button. If you are new to the channel, subscribe as more content is coming. And I'll see you in the next one. Till then, take care and goodbye.